up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Monday, April 29th, winding down the month of April. Birthday month coming to a close. It was glorious, but now it's just kind of petered out. Anyway, appreciate everybody jumping on board with me, enjoying the ride, talking Buckeye football. There is no real off season in college football anymore, which is a good thing for us, because that means we can talk Buckeye football. We can talk about the national picture, the landscape across the country, and we can do it all here. I love your comments. Keep them coming. Let me know your thoughts on any topic, anytime. And speaking of topics, if there's a topic you want me to cover or dig into, I can get into it. Let me know. Hit me in the comments, email, call, text. All my contact info is below the video, or if you're listening on podcasts, it's in the show description. So do whatever you like to get a hold of me, but if there's something you want to hear about or you want to know more about, hit me up and I will put it on the list. I have a long list I never get to, like in a calendar year. It seems like I've been doing the daily show, the Daily Blitz, for this will be starting the third year in July. That'll be starting year 3. So we've done almost 2 full years every day. So I appreciate you guys coming along on the ride. This show is a little different, mainly because I didn't prepare a lot of notes. So if I start pulling things out of my ass, trust me, it's true. But anyways, I have been keeping track of the Ohio State position coaches and their recruiting. I like to call this my position coach recruiting tracker big board. So basically, I am going by position coach, Walton, Hartline, Fry, everybody. And right now I'm tracking the 2025 class only. There's only like 1 or 2 commits for 26. So I have also backed up a few years for the guys that have been here a while and track those numbers as well. If we have time, we'll get into those, but I want to focus on the 2025 class. This does not include regional scouting. You know how all the coaches have their position group, of course, that they're in charge of, but then they also have a region of the country that is their specialty, where they help out. They have to, nurture those relationships with the high school coaches in the area. For example, Tim Walton. Why is he such a successful recruiter? Well, it helps that he grew up in the South. He's from Georgia originally. So he knows everything about the South. He knows Alabama, Georgia, the entire region, and he's coached everywhere. He's coached in Florida, so he can help out there as well. But that's one thing. Like Tony Alford was focused. His region was Florida and the East Coast, kind of Southeast also. So we're not including the regions that these guys are scouting and recruiting in. We're going strictly by the players for their position. And one other note, this 2025 class, I'm not including Tavian St. Clair because Corey Dennis is no longer here, and he committed to Ryan Day and Corey Dennis. B, I don't think it's fair to give that to Chip Kelly when he didn't actually earn that commitment. So we're leaving Tavian St. Clair out of the mix for now. Eventually, we'll factor in a way to get him in there, but I don't see a need to include Chip Kelly or Ryan Day or Jim Knowles in this list. This is all just the position coaches. So let's get into it. I've got an awesome visual for you, a little slide I put together so you can see what I'm talking about. And we'll get into these guys and who their commits actually are. So let's talk about it. Excuse me. So let me go ahead and show you this screen. There you go. Okay, look at that. Beautiful, right? So here are all of the position coaches. Tim Walton leading the way. These are the rankings by average commit rating. Okay, that's the only way to measure this, fairly. So Tim Walton leading the way. He has 3 commits, but on average, His is killing it, a 0.987. So we'll get into all the commits and their rankings and stuff in a bit for each position group. But Tim Walton, 3 commits, leading the way, 0.987, setting the pace. He's the pace car. Do people still watch car racing? Is that still a thing? I never see that like on TV or anything. Anyway, coming up next, Justin Fry, for all you banging on the O-line coach. He has 1 commit, a 969. Yes, he's an in-state commit. We'll get into Carter Lowe. But, hey, that one dude is good enough to get you second place right now in the Buckeye coaching staff. And I'm going to keep updating this over the recruiting season, into the season. And once December hits, we'll see who's in the lead, because it probably won't change much after that. But anyways, then Larry Johnson, big man coming back, the old guy. Coach Johnson has 2 commits, a 0.960 average. Very nice. Respectable, kind of bouncing back, which is good. Keenan Bailey, the new guy, 1 commit, a 943. So good. That's good for tight ends, right? James Laurinaitis, 3s, 2 commits, a 0.922. Pretty good. We'll go through his commits, Eli Lee and TJ Alford. And then Brian Hartline, just 1 commit. Get on it, Hartline. What the hell are you doing? And that's a 0.896. That's like a 3-star. Somebody's got to get to work. Anyway, just 1 commit. So a long way to go there for Hartline. Matt Guerreri, 2 commits, but a 0.892. Now, he's got a long way to go, too. He's probably going to bring in at least 2 more safeties, and, we'll get into those. But he's looking at some big-time guys. And then our new guy, Carlos, don't look at my traps, Lachlan. Coach Locke has none commits and has a 0.0 average Blutarski level. I'd say respectable, but I'd be lying. No, I'm just kidding. We can't give him a hard time yet, but he is going to lock up at least 2 running backs, hopefully 3 in this class. Let's measure him then against the other guys as he gets these guys coming in, like Bo Jackson, Jordan Davison, those guys. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so there's your average ranking per commit. Tim Walton in the lead. So let's go into each one of these guys. And going to the commits here, obviously Tim Walton leading the way with Devin Sanchez, the 5-star out of Houston, Texas. Then you got Naeem Offord out of Bama. Again, see where he's recruiting. He's the 5-star. These guys are 1 and 2, depending on which service you look at. They're flipped in other ones, but then you got Blake Woodby. He's a number 10 corner in the class. He's out of Maryland. One note on Blake Woodby that I wanted to bring up since we're talking recruiting, he has just planned a visit to Oregon very soon. So keep an eye on that. We talked about this in one of our live shows like a month ago. I think it was one of the Friday shows. One of you guys asked me about why I thought Blake Woodby was on the fence right now, even though he's committed. And then this is exactly it. I heard rumblings that he was looking at visiting other schools, and now he's locked in a visit to Oregon. I don't know if Tim Walton is aware of that or not. I'll do some digging, see if we can confirm yes or no. So that's, obviously if he didn't tell Tim Walton, then Walton will kick your ass out of the class for real. And then we got to go hunting for another corner. But so anyways, then let's see. Justin Fry, he has Carter Lowe, the 4-star, high 4-star, 6'5", 290 out of the 419 Toledo Whitmer. Then we got Larry Johnson. He has his 2 commits, 2 edge rushers. Zahir Mathis out of Philly. He's a high 4-star. London Merritt, they got him listed as a D lineman. He probably will put on some weight and slide down inside because he's only 6'2.5", 250. He's out of IMG. Originally from Atlanta, GA. Then you got Keenan Bailey. He got the most recent commit with what's his name? Nate Roberts. Yeah, duh. He's a 4-star, a high 4-star, 6'4", 235 out of Oklahoma. So that's a great pull for Keenan. Laurinaitis has our guy TJ Alford out of Vero Beach. He's a high 4-star, 6'2", 210. And then you also have Eli Lee, looking at him playing the middle linebacker, TJ playing the will. So we got we have 2 linebackers. Probably going to take 2 more, really. I mean, you got to restock that room. We're going to be losing dudes after next year. And Eli's out of Akron, Archbishop Hoban. Heartline just has his one receiver, Des Jones, out of New Jersey, DePaul Catholic. He's a 4-star, 6 foot, 180. And then Matt Guerrieri has the 2 safeties. Teammate of Des Jones, Deshaun Stewart from DePaul Catholic in Jersey, 6'2", 185. I like his size there. And then Cody Haddad, sorely underrated. These numbers are going to change, like probably almost weekly, depending on when they update the rankings. But Cody Haddad is actually the lowest rated player in the class, a 3-star. But, he only played 4 games last year, missed a ton of time early in the season with a broken arm. So wait till he gets out in the camp circuit and plays his senior year. You're going to see his ratings shoot through the roof. Same for Eli Lee. He's going to jump all these guys. The safety, Deshaun Stewart. So, and then Carlos Lachlan, we talked about it. We've got big time running backs, high 4-stars on the radar that one's an in-state. And then you got Marquise Davis. Not sure what's going to happen there. He's a high 4-star. Jordan Davison is one of the top running backs in the class. Let's see if Coach Locke can lock it up. So, what else? Oh, yeah. Last thing, our positions of need. We don't need a quarterback. We're all locked up there. Running backs, you need 2 to 3. Wide receivers, 3 to 4. I think it'd be a max of 4. It's going to be difficult sledding for Heartline this go round in this class when you got a Jeremiah Smith ahead of these guys. So it can play both ways. If Jeremiah Smith blows up, has the season we expect him to, starts every game, then you can sell that to these 2025 guys. But then the 2025 guys are like, how the hell am I going to get on the field in front of Jeremiah Smith, when I'm an incoming freshman? So it's a double-sided coin here. Then you got tight ends, probably could use 1 more. O-line, we're going to need 3 more. Defensive end, we're going to need 3 more in addition to what we have. D tackles, 2 more. Linebackers, probably 2 more. Corners, we're going to need 2 more. We'll see what happens with Woodby. That could change. And then safeties, probably 2 to 3 more. You got to reload that safety room too. It's going to be a big reloading year in 2025. So looking at possibly a 27-man class. I'm never going to say a 30-man Ohio State class ever again because it always comes up way short. Like I'm talking under 25. So I'm not going down that road again. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. And if you want to compliment me on my big board, my recruiting tracker big board, I would appreciate it. No. Anyways, hey, visit thebuckeyecast.com. Gear, hats, shirts, everything is on sale. And the video vault is always wide ass open for your viewing pleasure. So talk to you later. Go Bucks.